Okay, we're standing here not far from the Trossel house and barn behind me on this gorgeous dirt road here. And I want to talk about now animals, since there's a lot of animal lovers on the page, and myself being an animal lover, about animals that were displaced because of the Battle of Gettysburg. There's a lot of letters and diaries, and a great book on it would be Strange and Blighted Land by Gregory Coco, about animals that were displaced. As these two large armies came into this town and the area surrounding this town on July 1st, 1863, as families fled their homes, often they left animals behind, and these animals included dogs, cats, pigs, horses, that were all displaced, and they were left subject to the prey of armies, especially the pigs and the horses. Pigs being used, of course, for their meat, horses to be used, obviously, for army purposes. The dogs and cats fled. Some never were able to return to their homes again. Then you have the mammals of the air, like the birds. The birds, its natural habitat that you can hear now in these videos, chirping in the trees. You know, when two great armies arrive here on this battlefield, all of nature is disrupted. Every type of nature that you could possibly imagine, birds and frogs and foxes, and one of the things that's very seldomly talked about at the Gettysburg is these poor animals that were displaced during the battle. One of the reasons I actually chose this very site today was because, as you can see in the distance, there's a horse tour coming in this direction. That site was the site of where most of the horses from the Gettysburg battlefield were killed and then buried, or burned rather, 45 of them being from Captain John Bigelow of the 9th Massachusetts Battery, who lost 45 horses. And there's pictures of those dead horses and their rotting corpses outside of the Trossel barn and farmstead. And basically these horses, because they were so big and they began to rot in the sun, they were piled literally into little mountainous piles, piled wood on them, and then incinerated out here on the battlefield. To those, pets like the cats and dogs who were members of one's families and households, often, like on the Bliss farm, that family left their doors open, left their tables and beds made, and they just escaped the town. And of course these cats, these dogs, just ventured out into the air and sure were scared by the enormous noise here, some of them never to return again. So this has been a video on the animals and mammals and all different types of life that were disturbed here at Gettysburg during these 3 days in July of 1863 on Gettysburg Battlefield Facebook.